And I know being a parent's tough. I know being a parent, there's so much responsibility. You have to clothe it, you have to feed it, you have to hug it. You probably stop calling it after some point in its life. And I don't want to go through any of that. And I think it's tougher today. There's some things that have made parenting easier, like medicine, Blue's Clues. There's some ways that it's cooler. But it's tougher now to discipline your kids because you can't do what you used to be able to do to discipline kids. Try to spank a kid today. See what happens. You try to spank a kid today, they're going to tell on you. Yeah, they're going to find a neighbor, a teacher, a news crew. They're going to rat your ass out. Back when I was a kid, the spanking was in play. The spank was a possibility. Now, the story goes in my family that there's 3 kids, an older sister, younger brother, and me, the middle one. Only one of us ever got spanked, and it only happened one time, and it's from the guy that's talking to you right now. What happened was that I got spanked, and my dad apparently felt so bad about the spanking, he could never lay a hand on any one of us ever again. Yeah, we didn't know that. So the threat was still there. All he had to do was like this, and we're like, all right, well, and if we didn't shut up then, all my dad did, he'd grab his belt buckle. And we're like, what is happening now? Is he taking his pants off? This just got creepy, dude. What? Got even more, we were on the road trip. Remember the road trip with your family? Discipline at 80 miles an hour on the highway? I was an Air Force brat, so you move around all the time. Every road trip, same situation. Dad drives, mom's in the passenger seat, 3 kids in the back. Now, as soon as the road trip began, mom passes out. Something about spending time with us made her sleepy, so she's done. So now dad's got to do everything, right? He's got to do all the driving, the navigating, and the parenting. And this is back before the GPS days, so he had like a map folded like over here, cranking an Arby's beef and cheddar in this hand, and he's trying to drive. So if we got allowed in the back seat, first thing my dad did, never yelled at us right away. First thing my dad did is he got really quiet, focused, like he's planning what he's going to tell the cops after this bloodbath ensues. And then if it got louder, that's when it got physical. That's when you'd see dad driving with this hand, and then this hand comes off the wheel. This hand grabs the wheel, so this one is free to just hit whatever he can find in the back seat. My dad always had a bad rotator cuff, and now I know why. It's like this. And that was always cool with me and my older sister, because we always made my little brother ride bitch. As soon as that hand came up, we're like, get in there, Robbie, learn some life lessons. That was the only time my sister and I ever really teamed up as kids. We're cool now, we love each other, but back then, we were at odds most of the time except for the road trip. That was the only time we colluded together. It was like 2 sovereign nations teaming up to get a common enemy. It's like if Japan and China team up to get North Korea. Or if the United States and Russia team up to get the American people. It's like that. But if that didn't shut us up, my dad would shift to phase 3. Now, phase 3, this is the all-time dad threat on the road trip. That's what he would say, if you kids don't shut up right now, I'm gonna pull this car over. The side of the road. And just to reinforce it, he'd pull over to the grate a little bit. And we're like, oh, he's doing it, he's doing it. He said, I'll pull this car over, yank you out, line you up on the side, spank each one of you in broad daylight. And if you saw that happen today, somebody else on the road is gonna call child services. But back when I was a kid, other cars would see that and start honking their horns. Bram, bram, use your belt, it's more fun. The police would be driving by. Like, dude, that's awesome. You wanna borrow my nightstick, some pepper spray, you good? Sober scooter comes by. Can I play with those kids after you're done?